Okie dokie, welcome back for another update. It is 8:32 a.m. It is Monday the 28th of September 2020. The US election's got about 35 days till it kicks off and hopefully ends. And here's a financial update. Let's start with these gold prices. I just looked. Everything's in the green here. I mean, gold and silver are up. All the other precious metals are up. And if you also look at the cryptocurrency ratings, just about everything except Tether and USDC coin are in the green. Even look at the map. This is this major sea of green here. Kind of starting off with the price news. So let me jump in and also talk about the stock market, which I don't do on screen. And the NASDAQ is up, though it did take a little bit of a dip this morning. It's up 1.5%. Same with the S&P 500, 1.5%. And the Dow Jones a little under 2%. So like everything is up. All the stocks I'm holding are up. Precious metals are up. And crypto, on the whole, is up. That's a very interesting bit of news. I can't remember the last time all three of my favorite markets were in the green. I don't look at foreign exchange. That's not something that I dabble with. If any of you guys are into Forex trading or experts on that, let me know. I'd love to host a chat with you on this channel. But yeah, let's get into some news. So let's see here. Gold and silver are seeing modest price gains amid a weaker U.S. dollar. Gold and silver prices modestly up in U.S. trading Monday. The precious metals markets are being supported by a pullback in the U.S. dollar index on this day. Both precious metals are looking for the next significant element to drive near-term price direction. December gold futures were last up to $8 at $1,874.10, and silver was up 15.7 cents at $23.25 an ounce. So I guess I will not be buying those eagles. I think I said something like if it fell below 21, I would pull the trigger, but it didn't happen, so I'm not gonna. I got enough. Global stock markets were mixed to mostly firmer overnight. U.S. stock indexes are set to open the New York day session higher, which is true, and that's what has happened. Traders and investors are less risk averse to start the trading week, but they know the next 6 weeks could be highly volatile for many markets. With what the U.S. elections coming in early November amid concerns about a smooth transfer of power if President Trump loses the election. Yeah, I mean, regardless, without even taking a stance, I can tell you right now that either side is going to have an issue. Both sides. If Trump supposedly wins, the Democrats will not believe him. And if Trump supposedly loses, the right will not believe Joe Biden's side. So this is interesting because, I would think that leading up to this, the markets would be definitely down, but volatile is the key word here. Up and down, up and down. 19 cases are on the rise in many countries. The Brexit issue is coming down to the wire with no deal between the UK and EU. Good, go for the hard one. And high tensions continue between US and China. There are also worrisome elements to spice up the uncertainty mix in the marketplace at present. In other overnight news, China's central bank, at its regular monetary policy meeting, has just pledged to keep its monetary policy more flexible and targeted, including giving more credit to businesses. The import and outside markets today see the U.S. dollar index down on a corrective pullback after hitting a 2-month high late last week. Crude oil prices are weaker and trading around 40. Meantime, the yield on the U.S. Treasury 10-year note is trading around 0.67% today. This is important. Discussions between Democrats and Republicans on second financial stimulus package for Americans are still ongoing, but many doubt a deal can be reached and implemented before the U.S. election. That's probably true. The economic data point highlight of the week will be Friday morning's monthly jobless report for September from the Labor Department. The key non-farm payroll numbers is forecasted up 875,000, and the unemployment rate is forecasted 8.2%. I mean, 8.2% considering everything that's happened this year is pretty low. Like, it's pretty good. We already looked at the crypto prices. We already looked at the map. But I did want to talk about this, Grayscale, which is literally like a crypto investment firm, buys another 186 million in Bitcoin, approaching 6 billion in crypto assets under management. This is insane. Grayscale Investments Trust has increased its Bitcoin holdings as the asset continues to show bullish momentum on the past weekly close. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I see that makes me tell you Bitcoin is here to stay no matter how bearish some people might be on it. You've got very, very, very wealthy people who are constantly buying it in big ways. And we know it's deflationary. And right now, to own a single Bitcoin is almost $11,000. I'm telling you, within a matter of time, it will be impossible for the everyday person to have a single Bitcoin. But by then, we won't even be denominating things in 1.0 Bitcoin. We'll be denominating things in Satoshis, which is like a millionth of a Bitcoin. It's a very, very far decimal point away from an entire Bitcoin. And people are going to be like, hey man, how many Satoshis do you have? Holy crap, you have 10 Satoshis. And all the people who had a single Bitcoin are going to be living high and mighty in citadels well above the planet. Okay, but yeah, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Once again, China, a U.S. adversary, is shilling crypto, and in this case, DeFi and Ethereum. Over the past few years, Chinese authorities have undergone a strong crackdown on most things crypto in the country. Late last year, the Shanghai Bank of the People's Bank of China targeted ICOs, deeming them illegal. Earlier this year, there were reports of local governments looking to crack down on local Bitcoin and Ethereum mining operations. In the West, the view is that China has been cracking down on cryptocurrencies in preparation for rolling out its government-controlled digital currency, but this view may be misconstrued. A branch of Chinese state television that has hundreds of millions of viewers recently did a segment on cryptocurrencies in which it discussed Ethereum, DeFi, amongst other topics. That's like Tucker Carlson, or probably even bigger. Tucker Carlson's huge, but we don't have a billion people in the U.S., so think about a gigantic audience. Chinese state television just did a segment on ETH, DeFi, and more. In an unexpected turn of events, the China Central Television, a state broadcaster with 1 billion viewers across its channel, aired a segment to one of its top channels on cryptocurrencies. Matthew Graham, an investor with a focus on crypto assets based in China, shared the segment aired to CCTV2 viewers on his Twitter feed. And I mean, guys, if these people are talking about it, they were sanctioned by the CCP to talk about it. So this is state-controlled media. They have permission and are being told by their government to talk about this. That is huge and a little perplexing, because contradicting the sentiment that China is staunchly against crypto. The segment purportedly covered how digital assets are the best performing asset class year to date, outperforming gold and stocks. Can't deny it. And a key part of the clip, the anchors discussed Ethereum, mentioning how it is a top performer in the crypto markets, having outpaced Bitcoin, XRP, and a number of other altcoins. As to why this is the case, DeFi was cited, as was fears of inflation in fiat currencies. No reports of rough translations of the segment mention animosity towards the industry, despite prior comments and moves from government branches and officials. A number of analysts in the space see the entrance of Chinese investors as crucial for DeFi's trajectory of growth moving forward. Andrew Kang, the founder of Mechanism Capital, commented in July of this year that Chinese investment in crypto is its own beast, presumably referencing the craze of 2017 and 18 and how China was a key force in that. Others have made similar comments, pointing to the importance of hundreds of millions of investors and their view on crypto assets. With the DCEP and the last Bitcoin craze, most are aware of cryptocurrency and basic subjects, but will be waiting on government or some authority to give direction on what they should do. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. I always try to push my mouse wheel to do a scroll, and sometimes it's over a link, and I guess that ends up clicking the link with the middle mouse button. Jason Choi, an investor at the Hong Kong-based The Spartan Group, summed up the China situation well when he wrote, quote, broke, DeFi gaining traction, still under 5% of total crypto market, woke, record QE and stim back on table, it's all one trade, bespoke, 1.2 billion, retail's just heard about DeFi. Interesting, and there's the tweet. And that's where the article ends. But yeah, I mean, to summarize it, though they've been completely anti-crypto, Chinese state TV, which is controlled by the CCP, the Chinese government, was shilling DeFi and shilling Ethereum. And we also know that Russia and the Russian government are very bullish on Ethereum, which makes me very happy to be holding Ethereum. And with that, I think we can wrap this update up. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a great week. Let's see what the market does, but this is a very interesting day where everything is in the green. Take care.